to experiment, Hillary tried on different personalities and lifestyles, or at least outfits. Her friend Chris Olsen called them her costumes. Inside, Hillary pondered, "I wonder who is me?" Self-conscious about her bottle-bottom glasses, she tried contact lenses, but they were heavy and hard and kept slipping out of place. Figuring there was no alternative, she turned her glasses into a fashion statement and ordered a variety of colorful frames. 1 month, determined to be a scholar, Hillary spent every possible minute studying. Comfy in fluffy slippers and striped pajamas, she hunkered down in her room with books, emerging only for meals and classes. She gave up that identity when her diet of reading and writing gave me indigestion. Another month, she adopted a hippie look. She wore bell-bottom jeans and a purple floppy hat over long, straight hair, which she parted down the middle like the folk singer Judy Collins. She later allowed an artist who lived in the dorm, Laura Grosh, to paint a flower on her chin. Generally, though, she didn't pay much attention to what she wore. She told a friend that she had bought a pair of clunky, square-toed boots because I felt sorry for them. Clothing wasn't nearly so important to Hillary as action. Not long after classes started, she took Karen Williamson, who was one of only 6 black students in their class, to church in the town of Wellesley. This was a daring act in a community where there were few black residents other than maids. Perhaps Hillary remembered that Dr. King had told the crowd in Chicago that the most segregated time of the week is 11 a.m. on Sunday, when black people and white people head to different churches. After the service, she excitedly called her parents. They scolded her for using a religious ceremony to make a political point about racial integration. "I was so disappointed in their reaction," she wrote Reverend Jones. "My attitudes toward so many things have changed in just 3 weeks." Not so much, though, that she was ready to switch political parties. Elected president of the college's Young Republicans Club her freshman year, Hillary rallied members to support Republican candidates. Anyone who doesn't want to go out and shake hands can type letters or do general office work, she urged. Among the candidates they helped was the Attorney General of Massachusetts, Edward Brooke, a black man who was running for U.S. Senate. Negroes with Negroes. Karen and the other black members of their class noticed that all but one of them was assigned either a black roommate or a single room. Wellesley's housing was segregated. This was not just insulting. People were beginning to argue that it should be against the law. To protest, the 10 black students on campus confronted the administration, which responded that it was college policy to room Jews with Jews, Negroes with Negroes, Chinese with Chinese. Furious, the students wrote articles in the literary magazine and newspaper. Hillary's boyfriend, a junior at Harvard College named Jeffrey, had a roommate who was black. Clearly, Wellesley's dorm policy was old-fashioned. Although she enjoyed dancing with Jeff to the latest Beatles album, she preferred to talk about issues in the New York Times, a liberal newspaper she'd started reading. As they talked, she learned more about the civil rights movement. So many brave people, including students, were demanding their rights. In 1963, when Hillary was in 10th grade, thousands of black kids marched in Birmingham, Alabama, to end segregation. She watched Dr. King on television as he told 250,000 marchers in Washington, D.C., "I have a dream." The following year, President Johnson strong-armed Congress to pass the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which outlawed racial discrimination. In the spring of Hillary's senior year of high school, state troopers beat marchers in Selma, Alabama. The month before she left for college, Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act of 1965. All of these events had hit the news, but in college, Hillary was becoming more aware and concerned. She and several white students formed an organization, Wellesley Against Racism, WAR. Segregation was one of several national issues that caught her attention. Women's Lib. In 1963, 2 years before Hillary arrived on campus, a woman named